good old full plate, like medieval full plate.
So how
he
does
does
he...
have. He has. Keegan looks like his picture. He's wearing full plate, and he also has a very large belt going around his waist that looks with like a motif of like fire, with what appears to be a giant head, like Ganondorf's head.
Okay, that explains it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just sort of says, "Who the fuck are you?" basically. After saying, glad to see you all okay.
Okay. Well, Silas is dripping blood everywhere from fighting the knights, and he just like casts a cursory glance up and down Keegan, and then offers his hand and he just says, Silas done.
I prestidigitate you, and then
Thank you.
And then I prestidigitate Rokus and McGee. Or not McGee, it was Aiden, right? Aiden was covered in blood as well. Rokus, Silas,
No.
and Aiden.
I'm fine.
No? Oh, okay. Then just Rokus. And any of the blood on the floor.
Yeah, it was...
I clean up the place.
Thanks.
Which I'm sure Bad Company is happy for.
Oh yeah, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, you can tell that Silas is very uncomfortable with the magic cleaning him.
Oh, you're doing something. All right. I think I'm fine. Thanks.
Casey, you're still
yeah,
getting a lot of lag.
No, that was just before the call got reset.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow!
It
Yeah.
lagged so hard that it only just got it.
Yeah, that I actually posted that whenever Doc was talking before we reset the call.
Wow.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, he just says, it is nice to meet you, Silas. I suppose you were in the wrong place in the wrong time, or perhaps the right place in the right time.
Right place, wrong time.
Oh, you do have, I have to say, like one hell of a punch with your, fist there. Thank you for helping out with that guard.
Yeah. Well, I would have preferred not to kill any of them, but when it comes down to it, them on me.
Well, I'm not sure what our Bad Company friends told you, but it's a good thing that you got out of there, because they would have probably killed you. Without any trial, without anything.
I'm pretty sure that it's part of the regulation to actually make someone stand trial before execution.
However, my paladin friend, they did not intend to follow the law. They were the cult that we have been finding.
I'll be damned. Well, of course, that's how it all makes sense now. That's the only reason why they didn't respect my authority as a paladin of the Iron Soul. Of course now.
He just narrows his eyes.
Yeah. Pyro kind of glances over and goes, yeah, the only reason. Yeah.
I'm gonna just give a quick analysis of the Bad Company members that I can see. Make a bit of an analysis of what I'm potentially up against.
Okay. Looking at the three of them that are in here, you do have the three that are on the character sheet there. You've got Pyro, Spark, and Squint. All three of them look to be in heavily customized ultralight combat armor. Very high-tech stuff. All of them with what appear to be adaptive camo cloaks, and all of them with weaponry that looks very cutting edge, very high end, experimental type stuff. And I'm gonna have to stop for just a second because my dogs are going crazy. I'm gonna have to go let them out for 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
No worries.
Heavily customize his code for we don't have any fact it actually can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Keegan would say, to explain, basically, they were, in fact, recruited. Those people that were missing were recruited, and they showed up here. In that town. So they were operating in that town, some sort of night order that took over the town entirely. Yeah.
In that case, I need to report this so we can send more people there in force to eradicate this menace.
I'm
That's our
pretty
job.
sure. Yeah, well, no. I'm pretty sure that the bad company is doing something about that. So perhaps we shouldn't, step on their heels.
Well, our mission was to take care of, as Aiden says, it was to take care of these cultists. So, if I agree that we should hear these people out, but in case they will not help us, we need to go back there.
And what? Destroy the town?
No, destroy the cultists.
So kill the people that are running the town. Is that what you're saying?
If there are cultists running the town, yes.
Yes, there are cultists running the town, but you
Then
understand
yes.
how that would seem, right?
Well, that doesn't matter. We are not doing this to make friends. We're
You
doing
want
here
another
to do what's
Barnhaven
right.
on your suit's history. Is that what you're saying?
If I may, is it necessary to kill them? Why don't you just imprison them?
I guess that would also work.
They wouldn't go. Obviously, they wouldn't go willingly. It wouldn't happen unless you somehow came in force, and in which case they may very well have killed themselves instead of be caught.
Well, Keegan, you haven't seen what I've seen, or for that matter, what Aiden has seen, what cultists do to people. We cannot let them control the whole town. We have no idea what they might do to these people behind closed doors, or outside of the watchful eye of the Titan Guard or Paladin Order.
All I am saying is, before we start running into the town and killing people willy-nilly, perhaps we should see how far this reaches. Who exactly are the leaders? Perhaps we can kill the leaders instead of having to kill all of the peons. And then we can get our eggs in the same basket. Do you understand?
I agree with you that
Don't want to panic the populace. Plus, it is almost a guarantee that we are probably on the radar of the local law no matter what. Even the ones that aren't controlled by the cult. So walking in there, we're going to be attacked by good people and bad people. And we have to decipher which ones there are.
What have I missed?
Well, we've been talking about what to do with that town. So
I think we should wait.
Let's see what our ranger
Gather
friends
information.
here have to say. If they don't need our help or we don't need their help, we can go separate ways. It doesn't matter what we do after that. Or, well, to them.
I'm fine hearing them out. But we need to do something about that town event.
All right.
Considering our technological friends just blew their chance to save us, I think it'd be worth hearing them out.
All right. Yeah. About as you're having this conversation, kind of off on, I'm guessing the back end of the APC where they're not as close to you.
I'd have to be fucking screaming like the wind's going by
yeah,
at 100
you're
miles
on top,
per hour.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on top.
what? No, we have to save them.
What?
It's
I
the
just
whole,
I can't hear you.
It's
What?
Doc Brown in Back to the Future at the end of it. I have to tell you about the future. Over the screaming winds. Yeah.
Would it be Smith's tools to figure out what material this is?
Yeah, I'll give it a go
Or-
with that.
Okay. So then 19.
The material that you're looking at there, you don't know of an exact match,
Okay.
but the closest thing that you could find it actually kind of reminds you a little bit of the same material that like an Elvis chain would be made out of.
Mithril.
Yeah. It's very similar to something like a mithril type metal.
Mithril.
There's something about it that tells you it's not mithril, but it is still a very hard, very light,
Does
untarnished metal.
Quicksilver exist?
Quicksilver does exist, but this would not be Quicksilver.
Okay.
Is it something magical? Is it like a magical metal?
You have a look at it with your royal
Mithril is
vision,
magical.
and very much like a lot of things here, there is a residue of magic to it, but it's not emitting magic itself.
Mm.
It's probably made magically, but it isn't magic itself.
Well, a lot
okay.
of things that you find in the magic zone, just by virtue of being in the magic zone for so long, they pick
Right,
up
right.
a little bit of residual magic, but they're not actually generating magic the way a magic
Got
item would.
What kind of imagery is it? Is there any imagery that I would recognize, or
You actually start looking at that, and there is actually some imagery on there. The one side of the coin appears to be writing in Draconic,
oh,
and it states, what would it state?
On touch.
Well, there would be an assortment of them, because obviously it's multiple coins.
right.
But each of them
Something
would
like
have
"Long
a
Live the
statement.
Empire" or something.
Something to the state of minted in the year of our emperor, and then each one would have a different number, and each one of them has a different color associated with the writing as well. So, minted in the year of our red emperor 543, or minted in the year of our gold emperor 892, or whatever it may be.
Would it have something like "Long Live the Empire," like "God Save the Queen" and "For Freedom," that kind of thing?
Yeah, it would probably have something
Like a
to that
U.S.
effect
coin
on it
or
as well, yeah.
UK coin. Yeah.
And then on the other side of it is, and there are different ones here as well, but it appears to be images of dragons.
I'm gonna write these down as dragon coins.
Probably a good description of them.
Casey, did you did you see that whisper?
Oh, no, sorry, I did not. That ring that you took from the guard appears to be out of a blackened iron material. And
I hand it to the dwarf.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I thought. Okay.
it almost.
That's how I opened all of the boxes instead of him, most likely.
Yeah, the ring appears to be of blackened iron. And it looked to be a very basic ring. There's no ornamentation to it or anything of that.
Okay.
So, what I can do, and what I'm probably going to do is, I'm going to identify 3 items, because I have 3 first-level spell slots, and it only takes me 3 minutes
Okay.
for all of them. So I'm going to do one that I really want to know about, which is the Dwarven Ring. Unless it's not magical. Is the Dwarven Ring not magical?
It's magic. It's magical.
I just need to find.
Well, it just says Dwarven. It doesn't say magical.
It did in Paris. Didn't it? It did.
Yes, there is one ring magical. There is the dwarven magical braces. There
In box 2. The ring in box 2, is that magical?
Yeah.
Just it doesn't say
No,
magical. It
it's
just
not
says dwarven.
Oh, it doesn't say
It's not
that?
magical.
Okay, sorry. I misremembered.
Well, then I will wait. I want to look at that, but not right now. I want to identify things. So, for now, I will identify... let's try identifying the black book.
I would. Oh, okay.
The black book from box 7.
Box 7.
Just a second. Let me yell at my dog.
Okay.
Millie!
Weird gun. Weird gun.
It's not magic, though.
Millie!
Yeah, identifies. Yeah,
It
it's
only shows
magical.
the identifier magical
Okay.
properties.
Alright. The black book. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
This is gonna end well.
Mm-hmm. We gotta have a even more madder dwarf now.
There were dwarven magical bracers. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
ouch.
Do you have nothing that gives you rerolls on saving throws?
I'm
Don't you have? Doesn't Indomitable? Are you a fighter?
not a fighter.
Fuck.
I do have... Hold on. There's something that makes me... I just can't remember. I think the bracers allow me to.
While you're looking that up, I'm just gonna go see what she's barking about.
Okay.
Or she wants attention, Casey. That's what.
Yeah.
I don't have.
Love me.
I'm just looking at my sheet, and I'm trying to figure out where I got my skills from, because Monk gives me 2, Urban Bounty Hunter gives me 2. I have 6.
Doesn't do races not give? No, they don't.
You race.
Oh yeah, some races.
Have
do.
Human.
Have
No,
a...
human. Maybe did I take variant human?
You probably took variant human.
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
mean for that extra feet.
Yeah, I think I may have taken variant.
well, he also literally does give you a change. It's in like a increased variant human if you choose his variant human.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot. Can someone link me the
I'm back. Am I getting a lot of
No, that
lags
just
or
gives
what?
you a
That's just a
bonus.
+1. Yeah.
1 background feat. Okay. You gain proficiency in 3 skills.
Well, the dwarf's gonna die or go insane.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's all I got. I got a 1.
The one. Okay, the one.
That's how it is. A 1 stands.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah,
Nice,
yes.
nice knowing you.
This
Yeah,
is
I
why I
guess.
use a familiar to identify. Because at least it'll kill the familiar, not me.
I don't think it's gonna outright kill me. It
No.
might.
Oh.
It might give me a sanity score though.
Yeah.
In which case, fuck you, Casey.
Well, you
You're the
didn't
one who
make
did it!
Yeah.
Even I was sitting there like, I'm gonna wait for the book. I'm gonna hold
Yeah,
off on it.
no. I'm not the shit. No.
Yeah.
What did I get? Oh, shit.
Oh god, he's typing.
Uh-oh.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't know. I have the thing on my token, so I'm unsure.
What's that?
Yeah, I was just asking if anyone got hurt from last combat.
Yeah, I am on 1 health point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll use.
Don't heal me with your dirty magic.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, right. I can heal you with my non-creepy healing.
Here, I've got heroin.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Thank you. Thanks.
yeah, I'm like, I don't also always trust these.
He can just sort of,
Like,
he can just sort of throws the book away and goes, God damn it. All right. Next.
You okay?
Don't worry about it. It's
I'm
fine.
missing a.
Get a drink?
Funny thing is, in horror movies, usually when someone says, "Don't worry about it," that's when people should start to worry. I'm glad this is not such an occasion. So,
I will. How did you throw the
what was
book
that
away?
thing?
Well, you're outside of the fucking APC.
Yeah, you're outside, so
Yeah.
he's inside.
It wasn't good.
He didn't throw it out the window.
No.
Yeah.
Although that would be great.
I know. I would have grabbed for it.
Yeah. Anyway, point
You-
being,
Let's go. Let's
next
go to the
one.
roof to get the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god.
And then it goes flying off.
next identify. I didn't actually identify anything, so there's
It
three
didn't.
left. No, I wasn't able to. So
Okay.
let's get the plate armor helm. Identify that.
All right.
Something they wore prevented charm, I think, because when we took off his helmet, he was human, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, was he one of the missing people?
The guy that you've taken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, they recruited him.
Yep.
Oh, brainwashed him.
Let's brainwash them even further.
Well, there's a heavy pistol. So if
mean-
I have that, I am halfway to my my 6-shot dream.
We did search him, right? We didn't just throw him in.
Yeah. We
You, like,
stripped him of his
stripped him?
things.
Yeah, you stripped him entirely, and then
Yeah, you
Just make sure.
chained him up.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was almost a bit kinky.
Yeah, I got to see all of his body hair. It was like matted with sweat.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
Okay.
all of us like kind of paused for a second, just a second, and then just all pretended like we didn't saw that glorious chest hair.
Ugh.
There are dwarven bracers there, if you want to identify those. They're magical.
They're the same ones that I have, just made. by
Well, I
someone.
mean, so we shouldn't care about them then, okay?
Well, no, they're good. It's just it works really a lot better when you're a dwarf.
Yeah. There's a pair of matching daggers. Are the daggers separate, or?
There's a pair of matching daggers, and then there's a pair of magical daggers.
The pair of matching daggers, is that one identify or two?
That would actually be one because they are actually an item.
Then I will identify that as well.
Yeah, and then there are 2 magic daggers that aren't matching.
Well, I would have to. I would have.
Yeah,
to
they would take 2. Yeah.
So
Does anyone wear leather armor?
I say out loud as I pick up the helm, and a minute goes by. Oh, they're dancing. Okay, good. The helm is it allows you to be very intimidating. You can also disguise yourself whenever you want, and allows you to cast a number of spells once. Every time that you don't want, every short rest. I mean, come on.
Nope.
The dancing daggers are their pair, and you can actually attack someone when they're trying to attack you while moving. Like when you move and they have an attack against you, you can attack them.
Interesting.
So they're kind of a rogue weapon or
Basically,
something.
the way the daggers work is that when you are moving through someone else's affected area, if they're going to take an attack of opportunity against you, you can instead attack them first, and if you manage to hit and deal damage, they don't get their attack of opportunity.
And it can happen a maximum number of 5, but it's up to equal to your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
But you have to wield both of them at the same time.
If you
Or it
only
doesn't-
actually, if you read the bottom, if you wield only one of them, then
It's
you get disadvantage on the
disadvantage.
attack, but you can still try to do it. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, are we doing the distribution of things now?
Well,
I feel like we need to identify all of it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Doc was just trying to hit a few items at the moment.
just
Okay.
3, because I have 3 per long rest. So
Yeah, so I may as well use them. Get that efficiency.
yeah, and then the guitar is an actual guitar, right?
Yes.
It's not a lute.
No, it's an actual guitar.
That's awesome.
I'm
Kinda like
I'm
it.
gonna strum the guitar a little bit.
And we all die. Thank you.
Well,
I don't have proficiency with the guitar.
I am a musician, but not
Are
with
you a
guitar.
musician? Oh. What
You see Silas slip a harmonica from inside
Oh.
his
Of
coat.
course. Of
basically
fucking course.
Okay.
And,
give me a. Let's see then, because you're proficient with music, but not with stringed instruments specifically. Let me just double check.
While you're double checking that, all of us kind of have an idea of what's in there, right? So, couldn't we? Basically, I'm saying, well, there's a magic disruption field device here.
Well, it's
Think-
not magic. It's a
Well,
magnetic disrupting field.
Magnetic. Sorry, I misspoke.
And I
Um,
think that would be good for you.
I would say it would be Eden, considering.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yes,
can't
yes.
use it.
Oh, he can't use it, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Give me a.
Yeah,
I can't
well-
even be inside of it.
It's a belt.
Performance?
Yeah. Performance check. Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm not trying to be amazing. I'm just strumming it.
Ring. You're playing Smoke on Water.
Ring. Oh, he rolled a 19.
Oh, is this one of those things? Is this the one that turns into an axe? Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, nothing happens whenever you strum it.
I'm
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
I'm
happens.
assuming noise comes from it.
Oh no, noise comes from it. Yeah, but I mean,
Right,
nothing
right.
other than just
but
a bit
it
of
doesn't sound very
a bit
good.
of bad noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of tune. It's fit in
yeah.
a magical box.
Yeah. I'll
Roach
say
takes.
it. Go on.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay.
Yes, Roach takes a look at. Sorry, Matt. Could you just write your names, the name of your character on your thing, because I tend to forget. Silas. Silas.
Silas, what do you want me to write it?
No. Just in the.
Like, if you go to your gear, you can change your
Yeah,
name for
thank you.
this
That's
game.
a word. Yeah.
Like,
I will say, Keegan will flat out say, unless you're a friend to the dwarves, you're not getting the bracers. It's a matter of honor. You can't. You just can't use them.
Sure.
You seem to be not that well. He kind of looks over you, just wearing like a jacket, well protected towards, someone shooting you. Wouldn't this magnetic disruption field generator help you out?
Is that to Silas?
Yes.
He like coughs up like a spurt of blood, and then he's like, yeah, I mean, probably.
It's just a suggestion on my part.
Yeah, I mean, he brings out one of his guns. It's unloaded, so it's okay. And he's just like, I mean, I guess I can turn it on and off if I'm using this, but yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Oh, great. He kind of knocks in his armor. I'm pretty well protected, but if you're gonna, it kind of looks like in the direction of the rest of the bad company. Like if we're gonna go to their place, as bashed up as previously again, would it? So, but if you find another one, I want it.
Is out of character. Silas proficient with light armor.
He's a monk.
Oh, okay, so no armor.
Yeah.
Actually, can't monks wear ultralight?
No.
Yeah.
Ultralight,
Casey said they can.
Ultralight. Oh, sorry. I thought you
Not
said
but
light
ultralight,
armor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say, the command. What's the command word for it?
The command word for it would be based on who it's from. It would be heavy metal.
So I pick it up and I go, heavy metal, and it turns into the guitar turns into a battle axe.
Yes.
Oh. Silas's eyebrows raise, and he just says quietly, "Well, I guess my little shroom could have gone a lot worse."
Yeah. Oh, yes. You almost lost your hand there. Sorry, that's not funny.
Is anyone else on top of the APC?
God, no.
Actually, Squint probably would be.
I try to get up there to him, and I ask
you actually
him.
notice whenever you look over at him that he's not even holding on.
Ooh, Mr. Fancy
Magnet
Pants.
boots.
Yeah.
Look, I can do it too. Woo!
Bye.
No.
I can do it for about 5 milliseconds.
Yes.
I scuttle my way over there, making sure to hold on tightly, and I just ask him, what can we expect from this mission command of yours? Any advice for not pissing him off?
He kind of looks over at you and he says, Control doesn't get pissed off. He, think of it like talking to a statue. Well, we think.
Is this some sort of spirit that's leading you guys or something?
Of course not.
It's just an AI.
I don't know. I don't understand that.
It's an AI.
Yeah, no, I understand out of character, but
gotta
Aiden
be.
doesn't understand that concept.
He says, "Look, when we get there, you'll see what I mean.
Machine spirit.
Just speak when spoken to, and don't do anything else."
Noted.
I edited the thing in parentheses as to what they
cool.
actually are
Mm,
so far.
Cool.
nice.
Fuck. Is it a book we shouldn't mess with?
We shouldn't be messing.
Is it a tentacle book?
Yes,
now,
it's just a porn book.
Just know that he doesn't want you to touch it. That's for sure.
Hey,
There's a planet on it.
dancing dagger, guitar of the deadly dance. Tell me that leather armor is like something dance related as well.
Probably. I mean,
It's what-
he's probably a fucking bard, whoever had it.
Yeah.
Could be ETC.
All right.
So do we get there after that?
Yep, I'm just about to. So yeah, you finally do come up on Barnhaven. As you kind of crest the hill going over onto it, the first thing. Pardon me. The first thing that you notice. The first thing that you notice is smoke. And as you come across this place, you realize that whatever happened here, and this was supposed to have been quite a while ago, the black ground around this place is still smoking.
Oh, fuck.
What, they burn it with hellfire?
The kind of skeletal frames of what's left of buildings are just blackened charcoal at this point.
Are they frozen in a certain position?
Hmm?
Are they frozen in like a certain position?
Like Pompeii style.
Well, no, I mean the buildings where they burned and then collapsed.
Oh, okay.
They're just they have burned down to that point that they've become just brittle charcoal now. They've just dried and burnt and smoldered down to that point. And like I said, there's no grass for probably 2 miles outside of the town.
What the hell?
How long ago did Barnhaven happen?
Years.
Do I know what happened here at all? Can I?
Give me a history roll.
Yeah, all of you can tell that Roach has just gone quiet as this is happening, and he does not say a thing.
Your history tells you that something, you're not exactly sure what, but some kind of a confrontation went down in Barnhaven between creatures of magic and the paladins of Titan. And as far as you're aware, nothing survived.
I'm gonna just glance over at the rusty dude.
The helmet is on, and it's just quiet.
Can't escape the eyes of God. No. Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
I see through your lenses and into your eye.
Yeah.
You see my flashback.
Yeah. I can see into your skull.
Yeah, so
See the synapses.
you fly over most of this place. And you actually watch as you get to what looks like it used to be possibly a well in the center of town. that's collapsed into kind of like a sinkhole type area. And they actually fly the APC and then start to lower it vertically down into this sinkhole.
Okay.
And you go
Interesting.
down about 50 feet or so until you actually reach a tunnel. And they drive forward into this tunnel through what appears to be about a 20-foot tall by maybe 30-foot wide steel door that seems to have been installed down here that opens, allows the APC through, and then closes behind into what looks to be a very high-tech base.
I am making mental notes of everything.
I
You
assume.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
You actually do see in this kind of first kind of garage, possibly type area, there is what looks like half of. Excuse me, I'm very sorry. Half of another APC that they look like they're building.
Mhm.
You see half a dozen motorcycles of various types. You see two what appear to be very high-end, what look like hover cycles, which is like, again, experimental tech.
Puts
Stuff-
my bike to shame.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Upgrade.
There are also a couple of other Jeeps and assorted other vehicles. They dismount from the APC. They kind of look around at all of you and say, "We'll unload those boxes for you later on, or have one of the others do it. This way."
Aiden hops off and begins following.
Yeah.
Aodin, you are not comfortable in this place.
No, I know.
Metal walls, vehicles everywhere. It's just, you're not actually taking damage, but it's just not nice.
It's like being in the same house as a cat if you're allergic. Like you're not sneezing yet, but you can feel it coming, like soon.
You're led through, and actually, as you get to the doors heading out of this place, the doors open, and another person dressed in, I don't want to say the same armor, because each of their suits of armor is obviously unique, but the same type of armor, steps into the door and says, "Oh, Pyro, you're back, finally. Look, before you head up to report to MC, there's something you and Sparks are going to want to see." And Pyro kind of looks at him and then looks back at you guys, and then he says, he kind of stops for a minute, and then he looks back at the guy, and then looks back at you and says, "Oh, what the hell?" And he just kind of waves you on and follows this other guy. Now, the one thing that does surprise you a little bit about this guy is that you've seen him, the one that's come in, is not wearing his helmet.
Okay, what does he look like? Is he human?
He is human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
He actually looks fairly young. A very kind of close cut, kind of marine style haircut. Blonde hair, blue eyed, kind of what you would think of as kind of your poster boy for the military.
Does he match any descriptions of that I am aware of?
Let me see. Give me a history.
You're choosing that one on purpose. I'm bad at
Well,
it.
no, natural 20. You're bad at it.
Oh
huh?
shit. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you actually do have some information on this guy.
Nice. I pull out my gun.
My arch nemesis. I
yeah.
fucking knew it.
So he's waving us to follow, even though we're not going to mission control?
Yeah. Basically, he's making a stop off first.
Yeah.
Actually, anyone who was watching that exchange, while I'm typing out this information about this guy, you're welcome to make an insight check to Pyro.
I'm very bad at that, considering I'm a paladin. 9. 9. 9.
Insight.
I got a 16.
19.
Yeah. Roach still hasn't said a word, even though all of this shit is happening around him. The helmet's still on, and like, there's no. Basically, acts like a robot.
So what did the Sergeant William write at? Let's see. Dangerous man.
His dangerous middle name.
He doesn't have any kind of like. He doesn't look mousy at all, does he?
Mousy? How so?
Like, you know, he's not a danger mouse.
No. Insight. Silas did very well on that. Keegan didn't do too bad. Keegan, what you get from Pyro's expression there was almost a bit of... He had a moment of should I or shouldn't I indecision, followed by a bit of, well, it's going to happen anyway at some point. Silas, you get the same, but you can pull a little bit more from him of whatever is about to happen. He doesn't think that you're going to like it, but it's almost kind of, you're getting a feeling of let's just get it over with now rather than later.
Interesting.
So the group of you, along with Pyro, Sparks, and this other person, who you've actually not heard what they've referred to him as yet, but obviously you know as Sergeant William Ryder. Squint actually stays with the APC at the moment. So they lead you down this hallway. As they're walking down the hallway, there's a little bit of banter back and forth between Pyro, Sparks, and this other guy, who you actually learn they refer to as Books.
Books.
Yep.
Books.
Does it come in a pamphlet, or how does this work? I don't.
Okay. Wait. Books. Okay. So how many bad company members have I identified so far? Let me just get my list up.
This would be 4.
Okay. So Sparks. Books.
Spark, Pyro, Squint, Books.
Yep.
Squint. Books. And then William
No.
William Ryder.
They're referring to William Ryder as Books.
Okay.
The
That's
guy
funny.
that you've identified as William Ryder, they're calling Books.
William Ryder
Yep.
Books.
Where do you think his nickname came from?
Hey! Oh, I just got it. Hey. Okay.
I thought it was because he was the smart one.
Okay. Sergeant William Ryder. Okay. Gotcha. Carry
Riker,
on.
you mean?
Sorry.
You misspelled Riker.
Hey.
No. They lead you down this hallway, and they have a bit of banter back and forth, and you do actually hear Books say something about Sparks is going to be really happy with this, and it might finally be time to upgrade his gun.
Okay.
Where this is
And-
going.
Those of you, Silas and Keegan, who got the insight, notice Pyro get noticeably more nervous when he says that,
Interesting.
and kind of starts glancing back at you a bit more.
Like, shit, I rolled a 9. I wouldn't know.
Now,
Fuck.
you don't notice this.
Yeah, I'm still in my own.
I don't notice this, but I understand that Sparks is the one with Zephyr's gun.
Yeah, you
And
you
he
haven't
said
actually
ready
told
for
the
an
group
upgrade,
anything
which
about
has
that.
to... It has
You
to
haven't actually told
relate
the
to
group
it.
about that either, have you?
I haven't had a chance. I got fucking pulled into jail.
I know.
Well, I understand that he has one of the guns that I'm looking for, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'm.
And, I mean, everyone
Keegan
has
would look.
seen the lightning gun.
Keegan would look like he has the look on his face like he knows something's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't know what. He's sort of like,
Have they taken our weapons or anything from us?
No.
Okay.
And we got all our weapons back from that locker.
Yeah, you got all.
Yeah, we got all our
back
stuff
from the locker.
back.
all your stuff, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you are led
just-
down a few hallways, a few kind of twists and turns here and there. You realize this is a very large base. You walk for probably 5, maybe 8 minutes before you get to where you're going to, at a steady pace.
Are there any, like more people around? Obviously.
You have seen a few people, but not many.
Okay.
And the people that you have seen, other than these guys, seem to be dressed more in like technicians' jumpsuits and things of that nature.
Okay. Have I seen
People that you would recognize probably as auxiliary staff.
Yeah. Okay.
Could
Go on.
Could you remind me on where this entrance was located in, like, relative to Barnhaven, or the center of Barnhaven,
In the town center of Barnhaven,
town center? Yeah.
there looked
Okay.
to be a place that would have been like where in the middle of town you might have like a well
Yeah.
that had collapsed into a sinkhole.
Yeah.
And you
And
went
this is
down
down there.
underground from there.
Okay.
Understood.
They probably took years to build this thing.
Oh, it definitely took years to build this place. Just from the sheer size of it.
Wait, and how long ago did Bad Company go bad?
Depending on the person, because like I said, there are a few different ones. The earliest known examples were about 15 years ago. And then they've had recruits at later points as well, where they've tempted other people to go.
Okay.
What you know from your warrant on them is that they were part of an experimental weapons team initially.
Okay.
That went to Barnhaven. Interesting.
And
Indeed.
you finally kind of turn through these hallways, and you turn into what could only be described as a laboratory.
Could also be described as a science lab.
Okay, is anything going on in this laboratory?
Yes, certainly. You see two people working at computers at the front of the room, and as these guys go walking in, they kind of stand up and kind of go to attention, and Books kind of waves at them and says, "It's fine, guys. It's fine."
Can I see what they're working on?
On the computer screens?
On the computer
Yeah.
screens? Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
Probably schematics.
You wouldn't necessarily have the know-how to read it at a glance, but it looks to be very, very technical schematics.
Wouldn't necessarily, or don't.
You've got the technology skill, right?
I have it. I don't have proficiency.
No. Yeah, no.
Right. Yeah.
But I do have the technical proficiency feat.
Right. So that means you're proficient in the skill.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you get technology with that.
Oh, right. Okay.
So roll me technology with disadvantage.
All right.
What the
Damn.
fuck?
Wow, disadvantage. He's got a 19 on it. Nice.
I'm lucky where it counts.
All right. With that, you can actually tell that is a schematic for a very advanced weapons system. At a glance, you still can't work out more than that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's
Weapon
definitely
system, as in something that is
Like,
to make
it's
weapons
hard-
go in something.
It's hard
like,
to tell the scale,
Okay.
but
Got
it looks to be what he specifically has on screen now looks to be the firing chamber of a gun of some kind. But
Got
it's with the size of that, it's hard to tell by the blueprint.
Interesting.
Casey, I will make sure to be right, if I can, like right next to or behind. What's his name?
Pyro?
Pyro. Thanks.
Okay.
Just walking as
Yeah.
walking.
As you're walking deeper into the room, you hear Books say to Spark, "Yeah, you'll be glad about this. They brought him in just yesterday." And as you're walking towards the back, you start to notice a blue glow.
Aiden clenches his fist.